Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of Virtual Sunday School. Well, you're probably asking yourself, what am I doing in this spooky graveyard? And why does it look like a horror film? Well, that's because we're going to talk about the Bible's Night of the Living Dead. So what am I talking about with this Night of the Living Dead? I mean, didn't we already do a video where we said the Orthodox don't believe in ghosts? So are we talking about zombies? I mean, are there zombies in the Bible? So no, the Bible doesn't talk about zombies, but there certainly are instances in the Bible of people coming back from the dead. We have the widow's son of Nain, and certainly we have Lazarus. But Lazarus didn't come out of the grave going, brains, brains. And besides, there's never just one. Zombies always come in groups. So certainly in the Bible, there's no story where a group of people come back from the dead. Well, actually, Matthew does have one story. So in the book of Matthew, on the night that Jesus died, there was a lot of strange things that happened. One, the great curtain of the magnificent Jewish temple was torn in two. And there were massive earthquakes, rocks split in two. But the most mysterious thing was that the graves of the saints and the prophets of Israel were opened up. And after they opened up, the bodies of those saints and prophets walked into the city of Jerusalem, not as ghosts, but as people with actual bodies. And Matthew records that they were seen by many. So they weren't biting anybody and they weren't asking anybody for brains. They were just walking around in bodies just like ours, and they weren't there to scare anybody. So what happened to them? Well, although it's not recorded in the Bible, many believe that they passed out of sight into the unseen world and joined Christ as he ascended into heaven at his ascension. So why did this strange thing happen, and what does it mean to us? Well, Jesus wanted to show us, not only through his resurrection, but that he is victorious over death, that he has the power over death. And so he gives us this example. These saints come out of their graves with their bodies to show us that he is the Lord. And this brings meaning to the famous hymn that we sing at Easter. Christ is risen from the dead, trampling down death with his death, and to those in the tombs he has granted life. So you see, the point of the story is not something spooky and scary, but it's the message of hope that Christ has conquered death and that we get to live forever in his kingdom. Well, that concludes our story. And you know what? I better get out of this cemetery. Not that I'm afraid of ghosts, but I am afraid of the police who are going to arrest me for trespassing. So remember, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.